Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another video of mine. This is going to be another vlog. I'm going to start this one off with showing you another snail mail club, and this is one I showed in one of my previous vlogs as well, but this is Soobi Goes Places chapter 2. This is from one of my good friends, and she is just such a talented artist. This is it here, and for this version she wrapped it in her comic, which is so cute. She shows her comic on her Instagram and her TikTok as well, and I will tag her down below in the description box. But first of all, we have the little note, and then this is super cute the way that she decorated this because it is Japan themed. So she put a little dried flower to seal the envelope here, or sorry, not the envelope, but to seal the vellum wrapper. So if we open, there's a few items in here. Here's a little description of the art. And then I got some bonus stickers because she's one of my friends, but she gave me 3 of these little sushi stickers. And if you saw my other video where I showed the first rendition of Soobi Goes Places, this is all based off of her cat Soobi, and she is just such a little cutie. So this is another sticker I got. This one is holographic too. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell on camera. But then we have a sticker sheet, and I love this so much. It is just so detailed and cute. And then finally we have the art print, which also is a postcard. And at this point, this nail club isn't actually a subscription, like a monthly subscription. So if you want to stay tuned for the next version, which she told me what it's going to be, and I'm really excited to see it. But definitely follow her if you're interested in getting some cute Soobi mail. Last night I worked a night shift, so I'm quite tired today. So Paul and I are going to go out for dinner tonight, and we're going to go to Maëlys Tortas, which is our favorite Mexican spot lately. Paul's hoping that they have the sandwich because last time they didn't. And I haven't decided what I want yet, but maybe the taco plate. I got a basil plant at the grocery store yesterday, and I'm just gonna unpack it here. So there's a few Italian dishes we want to make, and having fresh basil makes such a difference. So we decided to get this guy, and honestly it's like the same price basically as getting just like a little pack. And most recently we tried to grow some Thai basil, which we also got at the store, and that was a huge fail. It really didn't grow that much. The leaves were so tiny compared to the ones that we saw at like the Asian grocery store, and it basically was just so difficult to keep up with. The leaves would always just look so droopy even after watering it, so it just didn't work out for us. But we've had basil before, so I feel like this one will be much more successful. I've been listening to a new audiobook, and it is The Fortune Flip by Lauren Kung Jessen. And this one, it is a little strange, honestly. So we have our FMC, her name is Hazel. She's been going through quite the rough time. She lost her job, she's about to get a divorce, and is overall pretty down on her luck, so she decides to go to a fortune teller. During this fortune telling, the MMC, his name is Logan, he kind of joins her in the reading for some reason, and their cards get mixed up or something, and I don't even remember the specifics, but I guess Logan, before this, he was a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, but ever since this reading, he has been down on his luck, and conversely, Hazel has been having great luck since this fortune-telling reading. And after they realize this, they spend a little bit of time together. They end up getting a lottery ticket, which the things that happened after that were a little bit too unbelievable for me, and honestly very odd. And they also kiss way too soon. It was literally on chapter 3. I think I was only 10% of the way through this. But going back to the luck thing, Hazel feels really bad now that she has her bad luck switched to Logan. So now she's kind of devising this plan where Logan gets his good luck back, and I think she called this the Operation Lucky Charm. And Logan is willing to go along with this because he's quite infatuated with her, but he doesn't really care too much about the fact that his luck has been not great ever since. And aside from the relationship that Hazel and Logan are starting, Hazel's family situation is pretty sad and difficult. Her brother is quite manipulative, it seems like, and just uses her for money and never pays her back, insists that he will one day pay everything back, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. So I feel really bad for her, and she feels obligated to take care of her brother, even though it's really not her job to do that. She has kind of felt like she needs to look over her whole family. So it's quite unfortunate when good things happen. She's kind of resistant to them because she feels like her family will take advantage of these things. So she doesn't even want to reveal certain information to her family members. So far, I'm just at the 33% mark and in the middle of chapter 9. And I think some things are a little bit cliche and, like I said before, unbelievable, but I'll continue and see. Maybe I'll end up liking it a little bit better as it goes on. It's a few days later and Paul and I are going on a date today. We're going to a winery and doing a little wine tour and then also grabbing some lunch. I just finished listening to The Fortune Flip and I'm going to give this book 3 stars. Honestly, there was a point where I was thinking while listening that I am really just not enjoying this. I personally didn't find that the FMC or the MMC were particularly likable. I found that Hazel was a little bit desperate, and then later on in the book we find something out about Logan. Mind you, we don't get the entire story, but we find something out from Logan's sister of what he's done, and that really turned me off of him. But aside from that, I felt like the plot just really made not much sense at all. With this whole thing about luck, I just felt like both of them are quite reactive and they voluntarily put themselves in a position where people would find something out about them, and they literally talk about at the start the repercussions that were possible, but when it ends up happening, I felt like both of them didn't really handle it very well. They were kind of just like complaining a lot. Also, why did it seem like it was Logan's first day on Earth? Like, there was one scene where his sister shows something on her phone and he's like, then my sister made some movement with her thumb, talking about swiping, and I'm like, do you live under a rock? I thought it was kind of funny, but at the same time I was like, what the heck? I don't want to harp too much on our main characters because the reason they are so annoying was in part because the side characters were extremely insufferable, manipulative, just awful people. So it doesn't help that basically everyone kind of sucks here. So it was tough to get through that middle portion, but I will say the ending was a little bit better. Hazel was finally able to put her foot down with specific things, and she was able to follow a career that she wasn't really anticipating, but something that she finds a lot of fulfillment from. So I enjoyed that aspect, I guess. But yeah, overall, I would just say that this is okay. Which I am disappointed because this author, their first book, I loved so much. Like, I gave it 5 stars, and every other book since I've given, I think, like 3.5 stars. So I don't know, maybe it's just not really working out for me with this author anymore. But I don't think I'll completely write off or anything, but it's just something that I've noticed. I'm gonna close out this video with a little haul, and I got some new shoes recently that were on sale. They are the Aritzia Sperry's, and they're actually, I just looked before filming this clip, still on sale and available on their website, at least in a size 7. It comes with a little card. The packaging is actually pretty cute. There's a dust bag, which I will 100% not use for the shoes, but I'll use for other things. And I have not seen these for Sperry's before. Mind you, the last time I purchased Sperry's was when I was like in high school. So of course they probably changed things up since then, or maybe it's just special because of this collab. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. I got the Distressed Rich Mocha Brown color, and I really love these. Here they are together. They come with the little toggle charms, or you can actually use them as laces as well. I've seen people put them on. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet, but I'm really excited for these. I feel like I'm going back to my roots and getting these shoes because I had so many Sperry's in the past, and since then I haven't worn Sperry's in so long. And yeah, that is going to be the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you are wanting to see more content from me. I'll see you in a new video next week. Bye.